Hello, and welcome back to Instant Raeplay. Let me get my glasses on for a second here. Didn't want to snap the clamshell case too loud. It's very ear-splitting if I do that, so I was being very careful. Hang on, let me get these specs on. Okay, so I can, I'm a little bit in a groggy state right now. Woke up like an hour ago, did dishes. It's about 1 o'clock in the afternoon on a Saturday. And I tried to get some games last night, but all of them were pretty horrendous. I had a bug where we had 2 Lone Stars on the enemy team, and otherwise it was normal. It was 3-on-3. Start out with snipe damage here. But then for whatever reason, my Ulip decided to leave. Maybe because he thought it was going to be impossible to defend. But otherwise, it was, it was going to be a great game, and I was looking forward to it. Uh-oh. Okay, Rocco has a little bit of lag, it looks like. It almost looked like that saw blade was going to be out there forever. Man, and Rocco immediately started out with explosion on arrow? No. Okay, it looked like that was the case. Maybe the arrow just hit me then. I can die to Rocco's arrow now, so it's going to be very tricky to, to snipe there. I'm going to want to reposition while I'm doing it, and unfortunately miss. Sorry, I'm a little bit phlegmy. Oh, I might be dead here. Wow, very, very lucky not to die there. Definitely should have. So I will back up here. Hopefully Clunk has top lane covered. And it looks like we're going to be... we're going to have our work cut out for us here as red team is going to be pushing like crazy. They do have a Scree, but we have a Raelin, so we're going to be able to resist that push a little bit than a purely offensive team might otherwise be able to. So I'll just follow... I think... when we have a Clunk on such a large map, it's going to be important to follow him around and basically provide auxiliary support. I don't know how effective Clunk can be by himself. If it's a good Clunk, then definitely he can be effective, but we don't know how good this Clunk is yet because it's only been 2.5 minutes. So I'm going to come down here and target Ulip. I don't know if that's the best idea because Ulip does have kind of a tanky health bar. Not super tanky, but he can also heal himself. Not really providing any value here, so I'm gonna lane to top. Tank for the turret, which is not always the best idea. Leon, I'm gonna be feeding on some of these solar bits more than I'm able to anyway. So it's gonna be a little bit slow to farm. Maybe shouldn't have taken that from Clunk, but we did get 2 snipes here. Rocco very good with proving to be very good and accurate with the arrow so far, so I think he's going to be one of the threats. They all could be a little bit threatening, but I definitely don't want to go too crazy and find out the hard way. So, okay, drop a rift behind them, and then there we go, there's Rocco hit. So now we're mostly healthy on blue team here. We'll try to at least prevent him from taking this solar by putting a rift there so that I can farm more effectively, and then he did use arrows so I can go in pretty safely. I don't think falling down is going to be pretty safe. Rocco does have a large jump, but he doesn't have that large of a jump to get that health pack before I do. So here we go, I'm just holding him out for as long as possible. The longer you can hold them out, the less effective they're going to be. They're not going to really be able to do much. Okay, and very close to peril there. But it doesn't look like anybody's going to be on top lane. I will prefer to snipe Scree and then immediately try to block him from getting the creep. Man, it's only red people on top lane right now. Okay, good thing they were desynced, so now I can... snipe safely. If I had sniped earlier, the totem would have blocked the snipe, but if I had sniped but if he had arrowed later, then he would have been able to hit me while I was sniping, so that's what I mean by desynced. Ooh. just try to get as much damage on him as possible. He's going to have arrow back in a second, so I will fall here. Perhaps a little bit of a bad time to do so, since Clunk is defending by himself, so bottom lane might be in trouble. I should have... I mean, I don't really think I should have stayed, because arrow could have tagged me from top lane. So, and depending on how much damage he has... He doesn't have arrow damage yet. Oh. Okay, did get 2 of them. I will tell Clunk to attack at this point, though. Even though Julep is still pretty healthy. Okay, just dodge the gaze and we should be completely fine. A lot of, there's a lot of unfortunate things to watch out for while I'm sniping. So I don't know if snipe is going to be the most effective ability this game. I do have regen, so I will resist taking that health pack. And, man, I wish Leon went invis before he went in. He could have, okay, make sure to track Scree, who was tracking me. But if Leon went invis, he could have tongued one of them, and then I probably definitely could have sniped to finish them off. Okay, just aim for one of them. Make sure you hit one. There's so many times I've tried to aim and hit all 3 or, you know, the entire group, and then just ended up missing everybody. So if a situation like that happens, I just try to focus one person. Don't even really think about it too long, and then just try to track them. Okay, I'm probably dead here. Yeah, because the instant I snipe, as he's gonna throw out Saw Blade. So probably gonna go for gun damage. Give me a moment here. I'm gonna try to deflem. I think I can mute really quick here. Okay, I should be better. Now, I do want HC Bomb if I'm going that gun route. Bottom is gone, but that's not the end of the world. Worse than that, I think, is the fact that my team is not defending top. So, top was good a moment ago, and now it's below half. But once they bring us back to our back turrets, it's going to be a different game, because they're going to be forced to approach us, and because we have such aggressive characters in Clunk and Leon, it might be a little harrowing for them. So I will counter-initiate on Scree here, and then try to catch Julep if possible. Man, all of them are going to be here. It's a little bit scary. Luckily, Scree did pop his head out from underneath the frame of the screen so that I could see him. And I'm just going to watch for, yep, the arrow. I dodged it, but he's still connected because, again, that lag. Man! And did he get damage finally? It looks like he might have. No, I guess that was just enough to finish me out. Poor Clunk gonna defend by himself. I was hoping I would get that, you could see the plan was to get the health pack and then continue farming jungle while Rocco had to choose between stopping me or clearing the wave. If I can't fight him directly, then at least trying to force him to choose between one of those 2 options is gonna kind of waste his time. Okay, hit one of them. I don't have enough damage yet. And I can't really farm money to be able to get that damage. So I think the plan here is going to be to hold waves for as long as possible. Leon and Clunk be damned. I think I kind of have to go the defensive route before I go the offensive route, because I just have to farm for the offensive tools. And as long as I get gazed up here, it's going to be fine, because Scree is not going to be able to retract the Saw Blade in time to do what he needs to do. So perhaps I can catch one of them. Leon should go back. I'll take this money here. Man, that lag is not kind to me. And if ever I snipe when I don't see any of them, I'm going to want to do it while I'm retreating. So she can slide backwards like this into a snipe. That keeps me a little bit safer. Rift, unfortunately, not going to do much. Thank you, Clunk, so much for eating that arrow. Man, and we don't need to be dying here. We need to be defending, but I don't know how effective Leon is going to be at defending. Okay, yep. I kind of, I understand his patterns a little bit. He likes to wait till you jump and then shoot the arrow. So what I'm doing now is I'm just jumping once and then waiting for him to shoot the arrow again, and then it just clears me off the top. So I'm not gonna abandon this position too much. I think, ooh, these droids are really bugging me here. Beautiful, and as long as Ulip doesn't gaze me, which of course he did, then we can get away with that scot-free, but didn't look like I had any support, so that's unfortunately what ended up happening. How are we looking here? Man, Leon's struggling quite a bit, it seems. Did not realize he was struggling that much, to be honest with you. So as long as that's true, I think we're going to be forced to just be defensive. So I'm going to get laser pointer, I'm going to get nuclear warhead, so I can clear waves a little bit faster. And luckily, both of our turrets are still above half. If I die once more, I'm basically going to consider that a lost game. So I'm going to be playing as turtly as I possibly can. Even if he arrows me, I do have regen, so I will be able to bring it back. Okay. And, yep, as soon as we have a target, Ulip comes out of the ether to prevent us from following up. Yep, look how fast Ulip is after, I believe that's the slippers after he gazes. I'm not going to waste HC Bomb on this wave because I know there's another one coming. So we'll be a little bit smarter than that. And man, if that tongue connected, that would have been something else. Okay. Man, I'm telling you. I'm so happy that I have regen. I'm just so thankful. Okay, jump once and wait for it. Okay, it's probably going to come above. Yep. If you get to at least learn their patterns, you have a chance. The problem is that if they end the game too early. So you can see by the time he hit me again with another arrow, I am back to the enough health to kind of sustain. Jeez, that one looked like it went below me. Okay, and I probably need double regen now, so just gonna... Wow! I thought I jumped above it, but it looks like it still hit me. I'm not sure where exactly I need to dodge. These arrows are extremely undodgeable from my perspective. Seems like no matter where I go, they're gonna hit. So, dear viewer, what would you do in this situation? If I can get back to my turret, or, yeah, my turret in time, we might stand a chance. Luckily, they look like, the turrets look like they're still about in the same position. That's my solar. No one take it. Okay, maybe we're gonna get some strategizing here. Stop wasting your snipes on droids. I kind of have to defend, though. I don't have a powered snipe, but I will try. I'll try. Okay, we'll just follow Clunk, see where he's gonna head. I think the issue might be that that Leon is 2-7. I mean, what do I know, right? But that would seem to be more of a factor than me not sniping them with an unpowered up snipe. Okay, and then I'll just place Rift behind us and then retreat very quickly. Clunk seems to be extraordinarily confident. There we go. I did snipe Rocco, but you can see it didn't really offer that much value. We're not... we got lucky in the kill with Ulip, but I don't know exactly... Okay, that was a body block from Rift. Really had nothing to do with snipe at all there. We will get to push, but it's not really important. What's more important is that we catch up in levels, or in money. And unfortunately, Leon just kind of dying there. Now he's slipping a little bit further. We'll just try to take these out before I Leave. Unfortunately, I couldn't even do that. I'm still of the mind that defending and holding the turrets up is going to be the most important thing to do here. Want to almost tell them to defend bottom, but I don't think it's going to help at this point. Oh, I do have 1 level of snipe damage. I forgot when I bought... Oh, that was my first upgrade. That's right. You see, my mind just kind of completely erased that knowledge. Okay, so we'll just upgrade snipe again, and then hopefully we can keep them low enough. Okay, wait for Scree to join the party. There. Rocco gonna be up here, because of course he is. I don't even have to look. I just know, based on the fact that that would be the most inconvenient thing for that to happen at that particular moment. Okay, as long as Rocco's not behind me, I'm good for fighting both of them at the choke point. Rae can do some disgusting things, so long as she has a choke point to work with. Okay, so pushing them back. My teammates are above, which is actually helping the push. I don't want to go in over the totem here, because they could easily counter me from above, his 2 teammates. So we'll throw that behind, and then just split up our hitboxes, so he has to pick one of us as a target. Okay, I can shoot through here, so not really an issue. Just going to wait for one of them. Yeah, so long as I exist here, they're not going to advance. And I want them to advance so that Clunk has a chance to explode. So here we go. We're just exploiting the map design, basically, at this point. Did get to hit Rocco, because he got a little bit jumpy. Oh, and if he hit that tongue, that would have been bad news for them. Great news. There we go. That's what we were looking for. Just enough to keep them out, and now Rocco's low. Leon could potentially invis and finish him off. Okay, I don't think Leon fighting Ulip there is gonna see too much benefit. If I can get Rift here, I could at least place it to hold them out. Okay, he will teleport here, so it's not an issue. My job really is just to prevent him from going up this way. That's it. That's all I have to do. Okay, and it looks like we're starting to bring it back. So long as we were able to farm and keep our turrets alive long enough, we had a chance. And this is the kind of the situation resolving. Oh, I can get him here. There we go. I might die for this, but as long as only one of us dies, that's gonna be fine. Now, we need to follow Scree here. Oh my goodness, I think the saw blades got him. Yeah, the saw blades can hit through everything. They are not single target attacks, as we've covered before. So, you know, thank you, Ronimo, for making that decision. Oh, and looks like we can help Clunk here with Rocco. Okay, I was hoping he would land on the platform, which would allow me to tipper him with the snipe. One-on-one at this point, I think I'm good for getting Rocco down. He will jump, which will easily allow me to kill him there. As long as I dodge Scree and these droids don't body block me, I think I'm good. I know you need help, Leon, but you can see my health bar. I'm doing what I can. Ooh, there's a... As long as I can get this and then go back up. Scree's gonna teleport, that's fine. That's gonna give us a little bit of an advantage. You can see they're starting to get a little bit desperate. They're starting to push a little bit more hastily. What they need to do now is be defensive and then rubber band back to where we are, because we now have the lead. So there we go. Just keep it up, sweetheart. And this is why you don't give up, you don't finger point, you don't blame your team. The Clunk knows how to body block with his health pool, luckily. Did keep Rocco low, which is really the most important thing. And now with 700, I don't think we should give up this push. Even if I have 700, I think it's going to be... I'm just going to keep him low. That's all my job is just keep him low. Feed him shit and keep him in the dock. Okay, wait for Ulip. Don't be impatient. He's gonna gaze one of them. Scree's gonna try to. My priority is to keep readjusting as more people show up. First it was Yulip, then Scree showed up, but he, you know, so he has a Saw Blade, so I want to definitely keep him out. And then, yep, Rocco got jumpy again! Rocco very, very jumpy. Okay, and I will possibly be able to... I need to dodge this gaze, but that was bad positioning for me, but luckily I think he's expended it, so very lucky. I will take that as a cautionary tale. Man, what a juke from this hummingbird. This is the hummingbird. So with 800 almost, I think I need to buy at this point. It would be stupid not to. We don't need to all be teleporting at the same time. I will get health at this point, because I think we absolutely need to be able to survive rogue saw blades in case that situations like me sniping in an out-of-place position happen. So we'll have to claw back our position on the map, but that's okay. We know we can do it. We've proven that it can happen. And every arrow that I dodge, I'm going to consider that lucky. I'm not going to consider that my skill, because we know, yeah, you can see, like, there's just absolutely zero connection with where the arrows are located and where we're there we go! Amazing tongue from Leon. Now we can push both of his teammates, but you can see immediately they start running without their Rocco. They have no recourse whatsoever. So, I think lanes are cleared. We might have ran past a few droids there. Oh, beautiful. And I do have a HC bomb. I'll just hold it out. Beautiful again. So we can focus one of these turrets to get him down. I will go up top to clear this lane. Clunk back at full health. It's pretty much unstoppable from Clunk at this point when he has this kind of health bar, because he could just use it to push turret. I don't know what Rocco is doing. It's a little bit unwise, though. I wouldn't recommend doing that. They're kind of starting to spiral. But you can see, they had such an early game lead that even though he's just throwing himself into our pile and dying, he's still up on KD. That's ridiculous. But definitely thanks to Ronimo for making AI stations so huge, which helped us survive long enough to see the actual outcome of the game. Because when people have an early game lead, it's often, it ends prematurely before you can see, you know, which team actually came out on top. Even Coco here, with her bot powers, with her aimbot, isn't going to be able to stand up to us. So there you go. Yeah, call that one a comeback. I think there's a word for that. But hope you enjoyed that game, and I will see you next time.